Good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Dhanalakshmi ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Okay. Namaskar, good evening to all. This, as ma'am told you, this is Dr. S.K. Goyal, working as assistant professor in the Department of Agricultural Engineering, Institute of Agricultural Sciences, Banaras University, Varanasi. Basically, I am an agricultural engineer and conducted my BTech in agriculture engineering, then MTech and PhD in agricultural processing and food engineering. And presently, I am working on millets, dragon fruits. So these two areas on which we are working today. First of all, I would like to thank Ms. Praveena ma'am who contact me and just request me to for this talk. And I am also thankful to all whole team of agricultural information, which is connecting growers, buyers, and experts. So, friends, let's start with my topic: millets and their value-added products. So, friends, today I will be talking about millets. Then which type of and what type of millets are available in our country and throughout the world. Then why today the whole world is talking about these different types of millets. So I will talking about this importance of millet. Then the main topic of which I will be covering as value-added products, or you can say value-added processed food products, which are available in our country in both mode, traditional and advanced this bakery products form. And at the last, take-home message means the conclusion of my talk. So, friends, as we know, FAO and UN has recognized this year 2023 as International Year of Millets for awareness about health and nutritional benefits of millets. So the Indian government proposed to celebrate this current year as International Year of Millets. So friends, as we aware about that, millets are not new for us, means our Indian population, because I am working on that and I read many ancient paper, you can say, and most of you also heard about. If you talk your parents, grandparents, then they definitely will tell you about this millets. In olden days, these millets are known as mota anaj. Okay, so our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, sir, initiate this and send this proposal to UN, and today the whole world is celebrating this International Year of Millets. If we talk about this history of millets, then we found that these millets are domesticated in India and Africa continent. Okay? And this domestication dates back to near about 4000 BC from Africa. And the fossilized kodo millets found in Harappan civilization. As we know, there are Harappa, Mohenjo-daro Harappa civilization. That is the, you can say, oldest civilization of globe. Then there, these kodo millets were found as fossilized forms. Okay, so that is a you can say evidence by which we can say these are the oldest millets on the earth, you can say. Then if we're talking about foxtail millet, these are probably originated in Southern Asia and is the oldest of the cultivated millets. In China, records of culture for foxtail and porso millet extend back to 2000 BC. So by these facts, you can understand why these millets are important and how long we means humans are using these millets. In other words, these millets are also known as nutri cereals, or you can say super grains. Why? Because these are millets. Basically, the whole world is discussing about total 8 millets. I will be discussing on that. So all these 8 millets are known as nutri cereals because they are, you can say, treasure of nutrients, micronutrients, macronutrients, and many other things uh, which we are consuming in the form of medicines, pills, syrups, then powders. So if our ancestors never taken this present type of allopathic medicines, generally they are using some you can say traditional medicines or Ayurvedic medicines, but never they consume this allopathic medicine because at that time the allopathic medicines were not present there. Why they don't use more medicines? Because that time they are consuming these millets, or you can say nutri cereals. So that's why these cereals are fulfilling their all types of nutritional requirements. Okay? As you know, pulse millet is the most cultivated millets and grown predominantly in India and parts of Africa. So in our country, most of the farmers are growing millets, starting growing millets in present context. Okay. Why the farmers are 1 minute? I just want to millets are grown in millets are very, you can say, uh, good grains, you can say, not grains. Millets are good. In other words, you can say grains, you can say cereals. Okay, because they don't require very fertile land. They never required more irrigation. They never required more, you can say, nutrients, mean fertilizer or other things. They don't require any type of pesticide, weedicide, herbicides. And in other words, you can simply say these millets can grow with little or lesser agri inputs. So that's why these are very important for our country, our population, our civilization, you can say. If we are talking about the status of production wise, so we have a report of FAO 2018, and with this report, you can see with this slide, our country means India at the topmost position in the production of these millets. Okay, means Sama, Kodo, Kakun, Madua, Sorghum, Jowar. So these are few millets by which we can say we are the at the top position. Okay, then second number comes this Niger, then third China, mainland of China, then at the 10th Russian Federation. Means we can categorize the countries as per their production capacity. So we are at number 1. Now, why millets are so important? With this slide, you can see millets are highly resilient. As I told you, these crops are known as, you can say, they can grow in very critical situations. With as today the climate is changing day by day, our temperature of globally increasing, and the water availability is decreasing day by day. So as I told you, means these type of crops are using or requiring very less amount of agri inputs. Agri inputs means land, means fertile land, irrigation water. Then as I told you, so means method, the entities or inputs which are requiring for growing any crop, that is known as agri inputs. Okay, so these crops are requiring very less or little amount of agri inputs. Then millets provide a viable option for marginal farmers. Means in our country, most of the farmers are marginal farmers, so they don't have a big field. When a farmer having less land, then it is very easy to grow such type of millets crop, and that will be beneficial for to earning a good amount of funds. Okay. And millets are grown in the majority of countries. As I told you, our India is growing these millets from the ancient time, and presently we are continuing this trend, but in the mid centuries, you can say, there were the seeds were not available, and the pupils are moving from traditional to advanced fooding habits, and they are changing their lifestyle. That's why they are not using this grains, you can say these millets, because the seeds are not available to cultivate the crops. But at present time, our government is initiating a very good task, and presently the farmers are growing these crops because the agricultural departments and other line departments are continuously providing the seeds of this sawa, kodo, madwa, kakun, and jowar means sorghum, then pearl millet. Okay. Then millets are good for you also. As I told you, these are known as powerhouse of these nutrients. Means this crop is known as nutri-cereals or super grains. So why these grains or these millets are known as super or nutri-cereals? Because they are having these high iron, high zinc, folate, high calcium, low GI. I will be discussing about GI, means glycemic index, which is good for avoiding and managing the diabetes in humans, especially, and high in protein and dietary fiber, which is very important for our diet, for the digestion. Okay, and these are having antioxidants, and especially all millets are free from gluten. Okay. So that's why if we can use, then these millets definitely will be helpful for us. That's why here is written, millets are good for you. Now, millets are good for the planet. As I told you, these crops are requiring very less amount of agri input, means these crops can grow in normal or less fertile land. When these crops can grow less fertile land, then these crops are also not requiring agrochemicals. Agrochemicals means fertilizer, herbicide, pesticide, weedicide. Okay, because the disease, the insects, they are not attacking for these crops, because they are growing in very you can say dry area. Okay, because the water requirement for the irrigation is very less. When the water requirement is very less, then insects, pest, and disease, there is less chance to attack insect, pest, and diseases on these plants. It means when we are no applying or applying very less amount of agrochemicals, it means our environment definitely will be good. That's why this is written here, millets are good for the planet. And other things are here. Millets survive with less water. I told you, millets, sorghum are good for the planet. Then millets can grow with minimal fertilizers and pesticides, as I told you. Okay, so this is known as low footprint of carbon dioxide. Then when the crops is requiring everything in minimum, and after harvesting, the yield means the production of farmers can be sold at a higher price. So that's why this is also known as smart food. Then millets are good for the farmers also, because farmers can grow these crops in a non-fertile or less fertile land. Farmers are not using the agrochemicals or agri input for particular these crops. And after harvesting, when they grown these crops with less agri inputs, it means these are less harmful to a human or whosoever who will consume it. Why? Because at present time, whatever we are consuming as a food, they are not fulfilled, but the residues of that agrochemicals are available in that food. So at present time, every person, everyone needs these organic foods. Organic foods means no use of any type of agrochemicals. It means if the farmers are using or growing these crops with less agrochemicals, that is not directly come to the organic food, but these grains, these cereals definitely at par of these organic foods, organic cereals. So the rate of these products, especially the raw products or processed product, are definitely these more than three times of general products are available in the market. In simple way, if there is a packet of bread of simple wheat, fine flour of wheat, these comes 400 gram of packet of 40 rupees, and if same amount of or the same quantity of bread is available with these means kodo or sorghum or pearl millet or sawa, then it means the 400 gram may be the price of 400 gram may be 120 to 150 rupees. So when the farmers are selling their produce at a higher price, then this is written here, millets are good for the farmers. I guess simply just okay, the pupils are not directly connected to me. Then there are other things. Millets are fit for many of the major global health trends. Millets align with some of the big initiatives. Millets can be eaten in many forms. Millets have untapped demand with multiple use and low awareness. So these are few points. I am not discussing more about on this because the main focus of my talk is value-added products. Okay. These all I have already discussed. Yeah. So at present time, our country, we people and the people of, you can say globally, the people are discussing about these 8 millets. First one is sorghum, then pearl millet, foxtail millet, finger millet, kodo millet, little millet, orso millet, and barnyard millet. So these are the millets. I did or conducted research with my PhD students on foxtail millet and kodo millet. I have completed 2 PhD on these millets. One student has prepared this foxtail millet porridge, means dalia, okay, with other ingredients, with you can say these high processing technique. She is using high processing techniques, and another student is has prepared this rabdi, that is a traditional food of Rajasthan. Generally, that rabdi has prepared with the help of pearl millet, and that is a fermented product. But my student was belong from Rajasthan, and he was very interested to do something for their local traditional food. And I did these research before 2017. Means then there is nothing in the picture like year 2023 will be International Year of Millets. But I did something. Okay, so in India, there are top 10 millet producing states in India. The at priority, this is Rajasthan, then Maharashtra, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Karnataka, and other states are also in this series. But the Rajasthan is the major millets processing or producing state. So I will be discussing one by one. Yeah. First one is sorghum. In Hindi, this is known as jowar. Okay. So this here I just try to give you the picture of grain, means seeds, and second one is the crop where from these grains are came. So it is an important food crop in sub-Saharan like Africa on account of its drought tolerance. This crop has a you can say magical capacity. This crop can grow only a single rain if available, means before field preparation. If there is a single rain, and then if seed is placing, means sowing has done with the scientific manner, then if there is no rain, either this crop can grow with another help of any type of irrigation, and it has a quality of low glycemic index and increased satiety. So these are the two specifically characteristics of this crop, and especially all millets are gluten-free foods. Gluten is a substance, chemical substance that is having a ability of binding ability, you can say. Means if you make a duff of wheat flour, then it is easily be converted into a duff, and because due to this gluten only. And if you are trying to make a duff of this jowar, means sorghum or pearl millet flour, then it is not converted into a duff because these millets don't have this gluten. That's why this is known as gluten-free foods. Second one is pearl millet, bajra. This is also known as in Hindi bajra. In India is the largest producer of pearl millet in Asia. This is a you can say point of proud for us, both in terms of area, near about 9 million hectare, and production near about 8 million tons. Okay, and pearl millet grains comprise about 8% pericrop, 7% germ, and 75% endosperm. So these are very little, you can say, grains. And pearl millet for increasing its acceptability as ready to serve breakfast food. I will be showing and discussing about how many types of food items are available in our country. Okay. So I will be going fast because I have already passed my 23 minutes. Next one is foxtail millet, in Hindi that is known as kangni, and some states of India known as tangun. So you can say why this is known as foxtail millet. When you see this picture, you can easily understand, because the ear of this grain is known just looks like tail of fox. So that's why this is known as foxtail millets. Okay, foxtail millet contains 9 to 14% protein, 7 to 80% carbohydrates, and it is basically rich in dietary fiber. It is very important for our digestive system. Okay. Then next one is finger millets. In Hindi, this is known as ragi. So at present time, there are ragi biscuits are available in our local markets. Okay. This grain is generally known as introduced into India near about 4,000 years ago, and the major producers are Uganda, India, Nepal, and China. Okay. Finger millets has high yield potential and grain stores very well. Means you can say this is the year of this crop when the years are if the plants is fully developed, then the bearing of ear is very good and it is full of grains. The next one is kodo millet. There is a saying in my local area here in Varanasi that this grain having 7 layers of outer covering, you can say husk. So it is very difficult to process of this millets. You can say the processing of this millet is hardest, or you can say toughest task of all of these 8 millets, among all of these eight millets. Okay, so kodo millets is a nutritious grain and good substitute to rice or wheat. Present time I am consuming per day single millet, means one day I have a plan at my kitchen. My wife is preparing different foods per day. In a week there is a 7 day, but we have 8 millets. So we are rotating something, and every day we are consuming something prepared with these type of foods. Okay. The next one is little millets. In Hindi, this is known as kutki. Generally, this is known as catch crop, and the strawberry is a very good fodder for cattle. So it is also an important crop. Then next one is porso millet. In Hindi, this is known as China or Bari. In UP, this porso millet is not cultivating well, or farmers are not much interested to grow this crop. Generally, farmers are emphasis on this kodo, sawa, and these kutki. Okay, so this is also known as broom corn millet. Okay, just like broom, its field. Porso millet is well adapted to many soil and climatic condition. Okay, and I think this is the last barnyard millet. This is known as sama in UP. During this international of millets, international year of millets, there is a more demand of this sama for preparing the kheer. Kheer means a dish prepared with the help of milk and sugar, and somebody is interested to make it more nutritious, then they can add dry fruits and other things. Okay, it is grown in China, Japan, and India, China, and Japan, and other substitute. Then plant has arrested some attention as a fodder in United States and Japan. Okay, so in UP where I am working, generally farmers are using this kodo and sama frequently. Then the question arises, as I told you about 8 millets. Why millets? In introduction part, I have already told you and discussed that millets can grow in a very, you can say, lower production or lower production system, you can say, means less fertile land, less requirement of agricultural inputs. Second one is these crops having highly nutrition like calories, fat, carbohydrates. Okay, then every you can say grain or millets has a different type of nutritional quality. Okay, so that's why millets are very important for all of us. Millets, as I told you, millets are important for or beneficial for land. Millets are beneficial for planet. Millets are beneficial for consumers, for farmers. For present time, I can add millets are beneficial for food processing industries. Millets are beneficial for, you can say, retailers, dealers. Everybody can be beneficial with this millets. Okay, and why important? The importance of, as a health point of view, millets are important because these are gluten free. They having high fiber. They can consume by diabetic foods or diabetic patients, and we can prepare diabetic foods. They are rich in mineral. They have vitamin benefits as a food and foods for lifestyle diseases. I will be discussing one by one. Gluten free, as I told you, these millets don't have any stickiness or binding ability. That's why this is known as gluten free. Then high fiber. All millets are having high fiber and other mineral content like fiber, your macro and micronutrients, calcium, basic thing which is available in these millets. Okay, and if diabetic patients are consuming these products made from these millets, then it will be beneficial for diabetic patients because they have a low GI, I mean low glycemic index. Okay, and these can be converted into food for lifestyle diseases. Lifestyle diseases means the diseases which are generated or developed in our body due to our lifestyle, like diabetes, obesity, thyroid, BP, and many other things. Okay. So this is the nutritional, nutritional nutritional composition. I am just comparing here. These data are available from the site of IIMR Hyderabad, and they are comparing with rice and wheat. So we can see the protein content in rice and wheat is 11.8 near, and rice 6.8, but in foxtail millet it is 12.3, and in porso millet 12.5. And in the same case, fat, pearl millet 5%, then fiber 8% in foxtail millet, kodo millet 10%, and barnyard millet 10.8%. This is the you can say maximum quantity available in the these crops. Okay, just like CHO, minerals, iron, calcium. So highest calcium is available in finger millets. They are about 345 milligram. So that's why, because that's why these grains are known as nutri-cereals. Okay, I am not, yeah, glycemic index. So in simple words, I just try to understand you what is the glycemic index. Glycemic index means all foods are grading on the basis of glycemic index. Low glycemic index is good for us, and high glycemic index is bad for our health. But what exactly is the glycemic index? Okay, this is the question. The glycemic index is a scale that assigns a number to every food. It is used to indicate how fast and how high a particular food can raise our blood glucose, that is known as blood sugar level. Okay, I think you can understand. I am just trying to, in a simple words, means when we consume a food, any food, so it is an indicator, or this is a skill by which we can observe or measure how fast your food is during digestion or after digestion, how fast food that you have taken is increasing your glucose blood glucose in your blood, that is known as blood sugar. Okay, so when a diabetic patient or any patient go to the checking of the sugar level of that his or her blood, then what doctor said, you have to came twice. First, you have to came fasting, means you just arise, do your everyday task, and don't take anything in your mouth, and come to the lab. Then they took a sample. Okay, then after that they said, sir or ma'am, please go take your meal and note the time when you took your meal, and after just 2 hours please come to me, and we just again take a sample and measure the sugar level. It means in these 2 hours, whatever you have taken, how fast that digested and how fast the blood sugar level is increased by that food. So I think now you can understand what is the glycemic index. on that, the food are graded in three types: low GI index food means 0 to 55, moderate 56 to 69, and high GI food means 70 or more. Okay, so this is just like GI ranking. Yeah. So by this picture, you can easily understand when you consume your food, first, doctor or medical staff has taken your blood sample. After when you gave your sample, then doctor or medical staff said to you, please, sir or ma'am, go and eat something and come just after 2 hours. Means come just after taking the meal of 2 hours. So after 2 hours, we can grade or rank our food if that this food having high GI or low GI or moderate GI. Okay. If the GI is low, it means okay. I am just waiting. Okay, I am not discussing about more on this GI. I am just coming the value-added food products of millets. In India, there are two types of millets food products are available in our country, like conventional or traditional, that is roti, multigrain flour, fermented foods, parboiling of millets, and papad. So these are conventional food, you can say. And second one is millets, non-conventional food, like you can say modern foods like millet flakes, popping, puffing, weaning foods, noodles, vermicelli, and bakery products. So in simple words, I have categorized these millets food products in two forms. Okay, so this is the millet based foods. The picture is available here, like dosa, then soup, 5 grain or 3 grain or 4 grain, or and generally you can say multigrain soup, then sorghum salad. You can take it in morning as a breakfast. Then millet stir fry, then millet chickpea stuffed peppers. These are prepared with the help of your capsicum. Then millet couscous with roasted carrot. Okay. Then millet sorts, millet cookies, American millet patties, millet sushi, no yet, no yeast pizza, then sorghum muffins. So these are few non-conventional, whatever I am discussing, non-conventional food. These are available in our India, our country. At present time, many restaurants, many hotels, even our IRCT is also providing these foods. When if you try to online food for this your journey, then IRCTC, if they are having, then they will be providing you these type of millet-based food. Okay. Then packet foods are available, as I told you, rich, high fiber, high calcium, rich fiber food like ragi, ragi based your products. Okay, little millet based products. Okay, so research is also going on, like CFTRI, CCH Hisar, then CII Bhopal, Department of Dairy Science and Food Technology, VHU, NIFTM. Many other research institutions are continuously doing research on preparing or developing these type of products. This is a standardized and organoleptically accepted ethnic foods and value-added products of minor millets for cottage industry. Okay. So these are micronutrient enriched biscuits and muffins. In Varanasi, there are few, you can say, stalls. They are providing these type of millet-based product, but at higher cost. Okay. These are also a few products those are available in our market, like therapeutic one and bread. Then micronutrient enriched sweet means multigrain biscuits. Then value-added fried snacks. Then fermented products are also available, and continuously research is going on. Yeah, papad. There is a different types of papad is available in market. In this picture, you can see raw and fried. Means raw and fried means there are wheat papad, jowar papad, ragi papad, bajra papad, maize papad, rice papad, little millet papad, postal millets papad, and other papad we can prepare. And continuously, the research is going on throughout the world, and especially our Indian food scientists and agri processing scientists are continuously working on it. Yeah, some traditional snacks developed with the help of millets like popped grain, chuda. Chuda is a you can say uh, very popular product made with the help of this rice in this eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, MP. Okay, that is known as poha. Okay, the cooked product is known as poha. So chuda we can prepare with the millets, then paisam, pununglu, then laddu, barfi, murukku, then other things. Whatever we can prepare with other raw material, that can be prepared with the help of millets. And different millets recipes are available, like cereals and millet-based product like recipes, cookies, cake, idli mix, dosa mix. As I saw you in my picture, dosa mix are available in Varanasi. There are few restaurants; those are providing these dosa, cookies, even idli. Thank you. Then bakery products, as I told you, simple wheat fine flour bread and millets breads are available in Varanasi market, and you can purchase at your local area. But these products may not be available in small, you can say, general store, a small departmental store. You have to search a, you can say, mall type or modern shop, you can say, where you can purchase of these type of products. Okay, so now I am about to complete my talk. In summary, I can say the staple foods or whatever we are doing for regarding these millets, it should be good for you, means good for us, good for planet, and good for farmer. So basically these are 3 points. For these points, all scientists, all researcher, all extension worker, all are doing for betterment of this human, you can say, humankind. At the last, the take home message, as you aware and know, the awareness of this campaign or awareness of such type of millets should be very important. Otherwise, people don't know what are the millets, why these millets can consume, why world is celebrating this International Year of Millets. Only we are talking. Generally, we are academician and we are researchers. That's why I think we are talking. But still, this month is November, means 11th month is running and 10 month has already passed. Still, if you go in your local market, you ask to a rickshaw driver or any other person, might be he or she may not be aware about this millets. What is the millets? Why we should use these millets? So the first point is still we are celebrating this International Year of Millets. That is not sufficient. We have to, you can say, popularize the local products. That should be very beneficial to us, for planet, and especially our farmers. In India, generally farmers are generally not considered, but we have seen farmers are very poor, and government is doing excellent work for many facets, like providing them different type of facility, different type of subsidy, different types of schemes and projects are running for the farmers only. Still, they are not having you can say good amount of money. So if we are awareing the people, then people are eager to purchase the product. That may be raw product, that may be a processed product. When the demand is creating in our market, then only farmers can grow the these millets. So this is my humble request. We have to discuss in our daily routine life, as we are discussing about politics, we are discussing about many things related to our society, related to our office, related to our habits. We have to include a discussion of millets, discussion of our farmers, discussion of our farmers situation. Then can this international celebration of this international year of millets will be helpful to us, helpful to our farmers, helpful to our processors, helpful to our you can say medical professionals, helpful to our persons those are suffering from this lifestyle diseases. I will take 2 minutes about discussing this lifestyle disease. What is lifestyle diseases? Lifestyle diseases are the diseases that are developed in our body due to our lifestyle, what we are taking or what we are eating in our daily life. I am just telling you, if you imagine what you or you are doing in the morning, you are wake up, you do your daily routines work, and no, what we are doing, we need a wet tea before waking. Someone is providing wet tea, then after arise, you take that wet tea. After that, you go to your washroom. You're going to, after going and bathing or and freshing yourself, then you are ready to take your breakfast. And please think, what are you taking in your breakfast? Generally, we are taking the products which are prepared with the help of only fine flour of wheat, like biscuits, bread, bun, pizza, puri, chapati means bread, many other things. Means 90 to 95% our Indians are consuming our breakfast as a prepared with the help of wheat. Remaining 5% people are using other things like salad, juice, germinated grains. Okay, and after that, what we do? We will be in hurry and going to our office. In our office, generally we are taking tea, and if there is a small occasion, means you can your friend can offer you today samosa party from my side, then you happily agreed and you take 1 or 2 samosa at that place. Then that is also made from wheat flour, fine wheat flour that is known as maida. Then in lunch, what we are doing in metropolitan cities, or you can say upper middle class society, people are generally interested to order their food from online. Swiggy, Zomato, many other online food supply chains are available. Generally, you order and they provide food to you. And if you are not ordering online, then you have a tiffin from your home, and that in that tiffin, generally 50% of your meal is prepared with the help of rice, also your rice and wheat. Here we are not also consuming. We are not bothering about what we are taking. We are taking low rich food, low fiber food, okay, and high GI grading ranking food. Okay? And in evening, generally we are taking snacks. Those are also full of maida, rice, heavy oil. Okay, and during night, as what we are doing, generally we are taking the preparations made from wheat, rice, and other things. During this 12 to 15 hour, when you are not going to your bed, you are working. At that time, generally you are taking near about 90% of wheat, and this wheat is a problem. This is responsible for your obesity. This is responsible for your diabetes. This is responsible for your high BP, and this is responsible for your thyroid also, and many other diseases. Generally, this wheat is responsible. So I am not blaming directly to the wheat, because growers are growing, processors are processing, and retailers are selling. But you have to think what you have to purchase, what you have to prepare, and what you have to eat. So that's why this is my humble request. Kindly include one meal. Even either this may be a breakfast, this may be your lunch, or this may be your dinner item. Then you feel you can came out from these lifestyle diseases. I am just telling my personal experience. In my kitchen, my wife daily she is preparing something prepared from these millets, either breakfast, either lunch, or either for dinner. So thank you from my side. If there is any query, sorry I have taken more time. At the last, this is my two pictures. I have two awards have been conferred to me by Department of Official Languages, Government of India, Ministry of Women. This is Home Ministry. One for authoring one book in Hindi for the farmers, and second one is also for the authoring a book. So at the last, I just want to say, better millet, better health. Then definitely we will create a better world. Thank you, ma'am. If there is any query, please let me know.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for an informative presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir, so that we can see your full video?
Yeah, definitely, ma'am.
Okay. The first question is,
Yeah.
what are the challenges associated with the mainstream adoption of millets and their value-added food products in the global market? And how can these obstacles be addressed?
Actually, there are different types of challenges. The first challenge is to the farmers. The seeds are not available, means sufficient seeds are not available for our Indian farmers. Okay. Still, we are trying to provide the seed to our farmers. Just I am working in UP, and I know the status of seed. But the government is also trying to provide the mini seed kits to the farmers. In this season, for Rabi season, the seeds are available, providing by the state government, Department of Agriculture, to the farmers. This is the can say challenge for the farmers. Second challenge is the primary processing of these millets. As I told you, kodon. This generally, this is the perception of the rural farmers or your rural pupils. Generally, they are saying this grain having 7 layers of outer covering, means husk. So we have to produce a specific type of processing machines for particular type of this millets. And for processors, means food industry point of view, the main challenge at present time is the requirement, means the millets are not available. What is the demand for the market, but the raw material is not available. So these are the main challenges. And can you repeat the question, ma'am? I just forget. I just telling the challenges.
One second, sir.
Yeah. I just catch that challenges of the like farmers, processor, industrialist.
Just a
What
minute,
was
sir.
the second?
What are the challenges associated with the mainstream adoption of millets and their value-added food products in the global food markets, and how can these obstacles be addressed?
Okay. Actually, when we are thinking about globally, that's why India has initiated during 2018. At present time, we are celebrating, means bird is celebrating, global is celebrating this International Year of Millets in 2023. So, if we can, first thing is to aware the population, to aware the every person should be aware, and then we can do something for this millets. And our government is also doing very marvelous job. On 30th October, there is a program by conducted by the district magistrate of Mirzapur. I was the keynote speaker there. Then I surprised that the government is promoting the local, you can say, FPOs, farmers producers organizations. So government is sending them, promoting them to the Jakarta. Means other countries, our local processors or producers are promoting by the government to the foreign countries. So when they went, they go there and they try to make a sense that why these millets are important, why these millets should be consumed. So these are, if we are doing these all things in a cumulative way, then all can be better.
Okay, I'll move on to the next question, sir. What specific millet varieties show the most potential for value addition and processing into diverse food products, and what are their unique characteristics?
Still, there is no any type of means there is no specific variety is promoting for processing. Every variety can process for food product development.
Okay. How does the production and consumption of millet-based food products align with sustainable development goals such as promoting biodiversity and reducing carbon footprints in the agricultural sector?
As I told you, there is a campaign started by Government of India, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, with the help of, I just escaped a slide. In our country, whatever this question says, in our country, not only Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare is working on this. Near about 20 ministry and other sub-departments of ministries are working together to reduce this carbon footprint, and on the you can say considering the climate change, global warming, many departments are working. Even your medical Ministry of Health ministry is also working with the other departments. As I repeating many times, that millets are important for land. Millets are very helpful to maintaining the planet good. Millets are helpful for us, and millets are helpful for the farmers. So these are few points on which our whole, you can say, whole agri union ministers are doing good, and that will be giving a good result in the as this question says.
Okay. What initiatives or policies have been implemented at the government level to promote the production and consumption of millets and their value-added food products?
Okay. As I told you, many ministries are working on it. Okay. So the first Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has initiated and providing the seed in the form of mini kits throughout the India. Okay. Second one is there is a you can say trend that is coming to promoting the FPOs, farmers producing organizations, or FPC, farmers producing companies. So by which when the farmers are creating a FPO, then they can do for production, they can do for processing, and they can do for processing also. And as I told you, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Health Ministry is also working with the Ministry of Agriculture. So in UP, government has decided to provide this value-added products, or you can say food products prepared with the millets, to supply in midday meal in school program. Okay. And in tourist department is also considering these points, and at present time many restaurants or government hotels like your IRCTs is also offering the food prepared with the millets. So with these points, this is just you can say initial stage. We can do far better in coming next years. Ma'am.
Okay. How can the general public be educated and encouraged to incorporate millets and their value-added products into their regular diet? And what are the key awareness building strategies in this regard?
Pardon, ma'am. Will you repeat the question?
Yes, sir. I will repeat it. Just give me a minute, sir. How can the general public be educated and encouraged to incorporate millets and their value-added products into their regular diet? And what are the key awareness building strategies in this regard?
Okay, good, very good question. I really appreciate who is asking this. Actually, at present time, the time of, you can say, ICT, information communication technology. Okay, so we are today just talking about with the help of ICT, means we have mobile. If we can use this ICT to aware the pupils, and we are just doing in Varanasi, and we have, means in India we have some projects based on ICT. Those are working for awareing the pupil. Okay. We can use ICT, we can use social sites, we can use this. Okay, and government is also has many programs like school awareness program. Okay, in UP generally I am seeing in every government meeting or every private meeting there will be a separate place. You can say millet corner, and that millet corner is also using for selfie point. So these are few things by which we can aware our you can say Indians, our populations. And there are many schemes and projects by which government is trying to promote or provide these type of millets, means raw millets or processed millets, or I think you are aware, I read in my newspaper here, I took Times of India, government is starting Bharat Atta, Bharat Flour. Okay, and that atta will be provided to the you can say poor people who cannot afford the flour from purchasing of from market. So that Bharat Atta will be fortified with the help of these millets. So, and many other items, like you heard or you have seen that when any foreign guests are coming in our country, then there are you can say in menu there are different types of food items are available, and that they served to them. So there are number of possibilities, there are number of chances, and there are number of ways by which we can aware our population. And when our population is aware about this, then they are definitely asking for the raw material, asking for the processed product, and asking for many other items that can be prepared with these millets. So with this point, I am just want to tell you, everything is possible if you are using this ICT with a positive thinking for a positive cause. Ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Dr. Suneel Kumar Goyal for the talk and for answering the questions. I'd like to also thank all the participants in this meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, Miss Dhanalakshmi ma'am ji. I am also thankful from my institute, on behalf of my institute, on behalf of my Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. I'm just add 2 lines. Actually, Banaras Hindu University is the largest, Asia's largest residential university, and there is a tradition. As you know, everyone is saying, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? So I am thankful and I am grateful to providing me this opportunity and discussing about millets to the participants. So thank you very much. In future, if you feel I can be a part of in next talk, then I will be available. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Definitely, sir. Thank you very much. You're most welcome, sir.